In this video, we're going to talk about how to get the Honda rotor screw off. The Honda rotor screw is located right here. According to what's on the internet, this rotor screw is only present for the assembly line. I have no idea if that's true. It helps to have an impact tool, which is a hammer impact, like this. This is the JIS number 3. And this JIS number 3 is what needs to be used to get the Honda rotor screw off. If you look here, this is not a Phillips. If this is a Phillips, it won't fit. Look how that fits. It just stays in place. You don't even need to do anything. It's in place. It's tight. Now, the way this tool works is it has a left and a right. So you have to hold the tool upside down to see which orientation you're in. There's a small arrow right here, right there, that says you're on left. Left is for loose, right is for tight. So you go like this, you can put it into the tight setting. We don't want that. We want it in the loosen setting. So the other thing to do is to make sure you're on the right setting by pushing the tool like this, and you can see it's turning to the left to open. So we want to get this tool in here. Hold it tight. Okay, so hold it with your hand and then get ready to hammer it. The back of the tool can be hammered. So hold it like this and kind of be ready to push it. So I'm pushing it left and I have it tight in place at a 90-degree angle perfectly against that rotor screw. If you see here, the rotor screw just came out. Okay, so I'm just using hand motion on the tool. Look at that. It's such tightly in place against the screw that there's no damage. See that? This is the JIS screw. It is not damaged. There's no damage to the JIS screw head. This screw can be completely reused. What was happening is the rust here was holding it in place. But look at that. There's no damage to that JIS number 3 Honda rotor screw. These cost around $3 at the dealer if you buy it in the United States. That's a lot of money for this screw. So you don't want to waste your money. This can be reused. There's no damage. Here's a schematic from the vessel's website, which is showing you what the particular sizes are on the impact. There's JIS 2 cross by 36. There's JIS 2 cross by 80. Now this is what we need to open the brake rotors is JIS cross 3 by 36 or JIS cross 3 by 80. So this is showing you what the tool provides in the packaging. It's really nice. Here's another Honda rotor. In this case, the rotor screw got damaged slightly. So if you see here, this is the JIS number 3. It is slightly damaged. Let's see if this vessel 2400 tool will work. I think it will. Let's try it out. So I just want to show by comparison, this is a bit damaged, but I think it has enough left in it to get out. Okay. So let's reassemble our tool. Again, you have to turn the tool upside down to read the left. So this is the left. This is the arrow right here. So we are going to hold it in place. Remember, we want to have it at a perfect angle into that screw. We want to be pushing it to the left to help the tool. Okay? We're going to hammer it. It's out. Look at that. This tool is amazing. Look at that, it's still holding the screw. See that? It won't let go. Now I would recommend replacing this rotor screw because it's damaged. Now look at this. All these screws, they claim they're stainless steel, they're not going to rust. Look at that band of rust in the center. Right there, a couple of threads deep. This is what's holding the screw in place. Now, the rotor can come off.
Here are additional options on how to remove the Honda rotor screw. Number 1, you could put the lug nuts back on to relieve pressure on the rotor screw, then try to remove the rotor screw. Another option is to apply heat to the rotor screw with a combination of penetrating oil. Number 3, there is an option to take 2 hammers and use one hammer to strike the other hammer onto the rotor screw to jolt the screw and break the rust rings that are stuck in the threads. Option number 4 is to use an electric or air hammer chisel with a point and then use that point to rotate out the Honda rotor screw. Option number 5 is a manual process, which in theory is identical to option 4. Here we're just using a hammer and a chisel with a point to manually rotate the Honda rotor screw out. Option 6 is to drill the center of the Honda rotor screw with a small drill bit, approximately 2 millimeters, and then try to remove the screw. Option number 7 is to try to make the JIS number 3 screwdriver head into a head that is compatible with a regular flat edge screwdriver. Option 8 is on the riskier side and requires significant expertise in welding to basically weld a nut onto the JIS number 3 screw head and try to do that very carefully with precision and use that nut to basically remove the screw. Option number 9 is to take an appropriately sized drill bit and drill the head off the JIS number 3 screw to completely remove it. And finally, option number 10 is go ahead and get a new car that has new brakes and new rotors. This is the most expensive option. And obviously number 10 is a bit of a joke.
If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment, give a thumbs up, consider subscribing to this channel, and click on the bell icon for future updates. Thank you for watching.